lovelies. As I haven't actually filmed a video of me just talking to you guys about something since my video on phases, I decided that I wanted to do a video explaining how I came out as bisexual and how I realised I was bisexual. I've not got a script or anything like that, I'm just going to try and remember it all and just talk to you guys about it. So, I came out around 2 to 3 years ago, I do believe. I had been questioning it for months. Literally, it wasn't just a case of like, oh, I think I'm bisexual and then the next week I'm coming out. It's not like that for anyone, I'm sure. I thought I was straight at first. Apparently, I don't remember this, when my brother first came out as bisexual himself, he's pansexual now, but back then when he came out as bisexual, I apparently didn't really understand what it meant. I can't remember that, it was years ago. But yeah, later on I did obviously accept him because, you know, I had grown to understand sexuality more as I got older. But yeah, I started questioning it, I think it was around 2012. I was just like, girls? Like, looking back now in my life, it's kind of obvious that I would turn out to be at least bisexual. But back then I was just there like, do I find girls attractive? Like, obviously in the sexual attraction aspect, like, did I like girls like I, you know, liked guys? I thought I had a crush on one of my friends. I think that's how one of it started. Yeah, and I found myself in there like, look at me, please. I had a crush on her and I was just there like, but I'm straight. So at that point I knew that it would be a possibility I was bisexual. Didn't really scare me whatsoever because obviously my brother had already come out, so I knew my parents were accepting. My friends were also really nice, so I knew that if I came out they wouldn't mind or anything like that. So I wasn't scared, I was just kind of confused. So it lasted for several months, the whole like questioning if I liked girls as well. Until it came to a party. Here we go. This was in May of 2013, maybe? I think it was 2013, I don't know. Yes, it was a party that my friend Chloe was having. Me and I think it was 3 other friends were going to it. So it was just like a small little house party thing, just to celebrate her birthday. And yeah, we got a little bit drunk. I mean, I was pretending most of the time, but at first I did get drunk. And whilst I was drunk, my friend, who was apparently also pretending, I don't know if she was just pretending or she was actually, you know, drunk, we were lying next to each other on the mattress that had been set out in there. I think that was the case anyway. And next thing you know, we were making out. Earlier on in the night, I had already kissed one of the guys, but then next thing you know, I was making out. And it continued through the night, the whole making out. And by the point I was sober, I knew I was sober, I was just there like, this is really nice. And I realised I have a crush on her. This wasn't the same friend I thought I had a crush on a while ago. This was something that I was questioning more recently. More the case of like, go over with my friend realising, oh, she's just my friend. That's when I kind of thought, when I was sober, I was most likely bisexual. I just had to put it into words and like, you know, accept it properly. So then, I think it was the weekend after this party or something like that, I don't know. I was meeting up with my best friend, Sophie. I was telling her about the party and the fact that I had, you know, kissed my best friend several times, and she laughed about it, we were joking, and then she was there like, it wouldn't surprise me now if you're actually bisexual. And then that's when I said to her, I think I might be. So that was the first thing I had basically done to come out. I came out to my best friend first. It surprised me really, because when I had first started questioning my sexuality, I always thought, if I'm going to turn out bisexual, it's definitely going to be my brother who I come out to first. But no, it was actually my best friend. So then later on that night, I told Sam, I was like, I think I might be bisexual. And then he just accepted it very quickly, like, oh, okay. That's basically how I reacted to it. And then like over the next couple of days, I was just thinking to myself like, yeah, I'm definitely bisexual. I came out to my parents a few weeks after that, I think. I don't know, I'm not too sure how long ago after it was. It was at another house party, the same person was hosting. The only difference was that I think it was like one less person had come. And we were playing Spin the Bottle or something like that. This is where me and my friend kissed again. She came out as bisexual herself and I came out to her as bisexual. I forgot to mention that. A couple of weeks before she had to come out to me as bisexual. But yeah, and then when I got home after the party, I said to my parents something along the lines of, I kissed Chloe again, but this time I was sober. That is literally how I came out to my parents. And that's when my dad said, oh, you're bi then? And I was like, yep. Obviously, I do not recommend you come out to your parents like that. I only felt comfortable doing that because I knew that my parents were accepting of my brother already. The only worry I had was that I thought they might think I'm copying my brother, because obviously he came out as bi and then I look up to him a lot, so they might have thought that maybe I was copying him somehow I mean, which they may have done, and they may have thought I might have grown out of it because I was 14, 15 kind of age when I came out, so obviously at that age, obviously I'm not saying that somebody who comes out as a different sexuality than straight is lying or too young to decide that, but the thing is, because you are young, you might find yourself being different when you're older. But yeah, so that's the only worry I had, so I was fine coming out to them that way, and then like, all my friends had known by this point anyway, so yeah, I was just completely out to everyone, like, I'm bisexual, hello. A few weeks later, let's not go into the complications of how it led up to this, me and the friend I kissed, we did actually get together. We did break up a few months after, and when we tried again it didn't really work either, but we're still friends, and I was glad that I actually had her to help me to like sell my sexuality. Not in a case of I was using her before people think that, but honestly, if like you're questioning your sexuality and you want to kiss a girl to see how it feels, then I think it's okay as long as like the other girl is completely alright with that. Because the thing is, I probably would have accepted myself as bisexual sooner or later if I didn't kiss a girl, but I feel like kissing a girl did actually help me a lot to realise that I was indeed bi. Technically, going into the whole range of sexualities there are nowadays, I would identify as polysexual more than bi, because the thing is, I hate it when people say that bi means 2 or more, because it seems to be like a thing, mainly on Tumblr, that people have said that bi is 2 more genders now, but I'm like, no, bi means 2. So technically I identify as polysexual because I am heavily attracted to non-binary people or genderqueer people who are biologically female, if that makes sense. Like, I know they're not identifying as female, or maybe they are, you know, if they're gender fluid, then some days they will identify as female. But you get me, that if they're biologically female, even if I'm not going to use female pronouns, I find it more attractive in the sexual sense. I don't know, but yeah, because of that and the fact that I'm also attracted to transgender guys, I am technically polysexual. I'm not quite pan, so technically I'm more polysexual than I am bi, but you know what? I'm not sticking to a specific label. I'm there, basically. I exist. I'm just floating around on the bisexual spectrum, and I'll just stick around there. That's all I'll do. I hope that you enjoyed listening to my story-ish. I'll probably do other videos on like tips on like how to come out, because despite my really bad way of coming out, I do have some very good advice in it. So if you wanna talk to me about that, then feel free to just, you know, pop up to me anywhere on social media. Yeah, I'll also probably do a video on sexuality in general, just in the future. Just wanted to talk about this for now. So thank you a lot for watching. Until next time.